When you're doing a film of this size, you've got 2 units rolling on several locations, communicating through a satellite system. You have a massive crew, 1,000 people behind the scenes and however many you got on set. You got to feed them and sanitation. You're in a desert. In Broken Hill, the size of the spread and how we've got the vehicles and we're getting them on set, all that stuff has to be done correctly every day, or you're blowing money out the door for no result.
The last thing you want to be doing on set is making things up as you go, because you have no idea if it's all going to be coherent at the end.
At this stage, you're saying the bodies have dropped off. If they haven't, if there's anybody there, we'll place one for...
And the most important priority, make sure nobody gets hurt, make sure nobody gets killed. So when you shoot these things, it's definitely done bit by bit.
2, 1, action.
And it's following a preset plan that George has outlined with Guy Norris.
And then you let it go.
Both of them have worked since Guy was 21. You know, he's now 103.
Wow. First worked with George in 1981. I was 21 during Road Warrior. There's a stunt that I performed in it called the Cannonball Stunt. There's a buggy that rolls in front of my bike. I crash into it and end up pencil flipping over the bike into a ravine.
And we've been working together ever since, one way or another. The very first Mad Max, the script, was 247 pages long. And I described every single shot and what happened within the shot. It was a technical document. Can you come a little wider to see more of the hair?
Wider.
That's it.
George has got just an incredible sort of brain for the detail of a film. If the machine ever existed that you could just plug into that brain and project the film, we'd all be out of a job.
On Fury Road, storyboards became the way which we worked. We did do some previs, but we had a thing where every day in the middle of the Namibian desert, Guy had scale models of each of the vehicles. And we'd have these meetings, which were very safety driven, and we'd drill that with the toys. Guy is one of those people who's evolved his process with the technology.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, that's great. It's a great system. I really like that.
Oh, great.
Yeah, good.
Toy Box really came out of our work and our design process with George. Harrison, my son, who's my partner, developed a kind of a digital version of toys. So we designed the action inside the Unreal Engine like a stage play or a football play. Then we decide how to cover it.
It's real-time rendering. So we were able to make changes very, very quickly and easily. So that was an incredibly valuable tool, an advance on just storyboarding or previs.
Designing shots in Toy Box, by the time we got to set, we knew what we wanted to do. And even testing the oneers, where we try and let the action play out within one shot, we ended up choreographing the movement of the actors and the camera together and making sure we're revealing everything we need to at each particular time within the scene.
Oh, this one's alive!
In the shot where Dementus had run down Furiosa and Praetorian Jack, and that one starts with them in an upside-down car and they get dragged out by Dementus. The whole choreography of the scene was fantastic. You really feel like you're immersed within the scene. And basically it was all in camera.
Did you see that? You see how they fought for each other, this little army of 2? Where were they going? So full of hope? There is no hope!
It's a shot, obviously, that's quite complex, lots and lots of variables, dependent on everybody doing everything very precisely, from the camera to, of course, the actors. We got it in 7 takes, very, very happy with it. The sun was in the right position, and all the pieces fell together. And there's always the satisfaction, of course, of pulling something like that off.